Singlet therapists working with dissociative identities, this is who I'm talking to. Anybody can listen, of course. You're more than welcome. First and foremost, I want to say working with dissociative identities or dissociative identities in itself is not rare. It is as prevalent as schizophrenia and bipolar. I don't know why we have to keep saying this, but I'm going to keep putting it out there until people are like, oh, I get it. As a singlet who works with dissociative identities, my first and foremost biggest piece of advice is to humble yourself. There are some wonderful content creators and some wonderful clinicians who offer trainings. Seek them out. Be humbled. Don't sit in the area of just being humbled. Learn how to be empowered then and be an advocate for the community and understand the culture. I know we could get into evidence-based treatments in the clinical world, especially when you're first starting out in the field. That's what you think is what should be done first and foremost. And that's a whole nother video that we can get into. We don't have time for that right now. If anybody wants me to get into that, absolutely. I would love to get into, let's talk about evidence-based practices and that whole nuance there. But first and foremost, yes, humble yourself. You are walking alongside not just one person, you are walking alongside multiple. And they are real. They have thoughts and feelings and needs and need to be understood. You might just get one part. Understand that that is not all you're getting. Seek, again, the advice from those and education from those with lived experience in the clinical field. And not only just has to be in the clinical field, but those voices that are on this platform and other social media platforms, listen and learn from their experience. I mean, you're not going to treat major depressive disorder and never listen to somebody with major depression. Really? Like, aren't you going to want to learn the culture and understand what those experiences could be and be able to walk alongside them? So I just really impart that this is an important work. I love this work. But I'm also regularly understanding that I need to be humbled and that I need to let that empower me, not stop me dead in my tracks like others may like me to be, not from the dissociative identities community in any way, shape, or form, but just other voices who have garnered power more than they should throughout this world. So please continue to follow here, but also look for other lived experienced voices and garner understanding from them, so that way you can mentally understand what it is they're experiencing to the best of our singlets' ability.